Good morning, class. Today we are going to discuss about congruency of triangle. Okay, what is congruency of triangle? See, what is that? This is here I have written. I am writing that definition here. What is called congruency of the triangle? They are saying that two triangles are congruent. This triangle ABC and this triangle DEF. They are congruent if they have same size and shape. They have same size of shape means to say if EF and BC will be equal, then DE and AB will be equal, then this AC and DF will be equal. Okay, these three sides will be first equal, and then their respective angles will be also equal. That is called same size and shape. Okay, so these angles will be also equal. A will be equal to D, E will be equal to B, and C will be equal to F. So this is called congruency. Okay, so this is called congruency there. Okay, so there are some rules. Okay, there are some rules which are used in the congruency. 1, 2 I will discuss today, and then I will let you know from the slides only what is that properties of the congruent triangle. Properties are that number 1 is this is called reflexive property of congruent triangle. This means same triangles are congruent to each other, in that only one triangle will be there, ABC. That ABC will be congruent to ABC. Obviously, if the size is same triangle is there, so size will be same only. Then this is called symmetric property of congruent triangles. What is symmetric property? There will be two triangles. Okay, if triangle ABC, I am saying that if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF, then this is also correct, that triangle DEF is congruent to ABC. Clear? This is called symmetric property. Now the transitive property of congruent triangle, what does it mean? There will be three triangles. See, first of all, there will be triangle ABC congruent to DEF, then this DEF is congruent to JKL, see, and then ABC is congruent to JKL. It means that, okay, ABC was congruent to DEF and DEF was congruent to JKL. That means these two are also congruent, and this is the symbol of congruency. Okay, wait, this is called the symbol of congruency. Clear? Okay, very good. So now I have made one more slide on the rules. Here we'll discuss angle, side angle rules. Okay, rules will discuss at the class progress. Through this video today that I will show you, in this will come to know how the congruency can be used. Doesn't mean that class congruency means only we have to apply rules. In this chapter we have to learn all the basics of linear pair, vertically opposite angles, everything, alternate angles, that I have told you to keep in mind the concepts of lines and triangles. Okay, that is going to be also used here. Okay, so first rule is there, angle, side angle, congruency. Okay, what is that? Angle, side angle means to say there will be two angles, both are equal to corresponding angle. See, 60 60, 45 45, and then there will be one included side. Here is that included side. This is called the included side. It is in between these two angles. So if these conditions are satisfied, triangles are congruent. So I have made one video. I hope you should see that video here. So I will start that video just now only. See, okay, the question I have written. Question is saying that in the given figure, if x is equal to y, where is the figure, sir? Yes, wait, I am just showing the figure also. And AB is equal to BC, then prove that A is equal to CD. Okay, one basic thing you should understand there, if we have to prove two different parts of two different triangles. That means we have to use congruency. Okay, so let us see that. What is the figure? Okay, so I will draw the figure here first of all. Here is the figure of that question. Okay, here is the figure of that question. Let me draw first, then we will discuss this figure. Two more points. Labeling, we have to do the labeling there. Labeling must be done. That is very important in the case of geometry there. Okay, they have given that angle x is equal to y. So I have written that x is equal to y. And they have given that AB, that AB is equal to BC also. Yes, they have given us AB is equal to BC also. Okay, so now two things they have given, and what they are asking, we have to find. What we have to find? Okay, we have to prove that A is equal to CD. Okay, wait a minute. We have to prove that AE is equal to CD. Okay, let me show that. Where is AE? Here is AE. Okay, and here is CD. So now see, AE and CD are two different parts. See, CD is the part of this triangle. Okay, and that AE is the part of this triangle. Two different triangles we are having. We have to prove AE is equal to CD. So obviously that concept of congruency will be used here. So let us see how, and see one more thing, what type of things we are using here. Okay, just see that also, what applications other than this we are going to use here. Okay, so see here. So x is given and two triangles I have shown you from the figure also. Okay, now what is that? These dotted lines, that also I have explained that we have to find these dotted lines, that is AE, and now it is CD also. Okay, so these two we have to find. They are situated in two different triangles also. So here, what we can use here, which applications we can use here. So let us see that. First of all, we'll do some conclusions of this. Okay, so my triangle is AB is given to BC. AB is given to BC. So that is one triangle, that is okay. So we can use here in triangle ABE, and next triangle will be triangle BDC. One triangle is ABA and then second triangle is BDC. Okay, we have found our two triangles. Okay, AE is in triangle ABE and CD is in triangle BCD. Clear? Now what after that? After that, first of all, we'll try to find out which parts can be made equal. So this is by linear pair 180 minus x. Okay, by linear pair we can write, and this is also 180 minus y by the linear pair only. Okay, so we have found, we are now reaching near the solution of this question here. So angle, this angle E is equal to, in triangle AB, angle E is equal to angle D. Why? Because it is 180 degree minus x, and x is equal to y. Okay, x is equal to y given already. So angle E is equal to angle D. Okay. Second will be, that is AB is equal to CB also given. Yes, AB is equal to CB is also given. Two things we have found. Okay, two things we have found. Now we have to find the third point. Where is the third one? In triangle AB and BDC, angle B, see here, this is common here. Angle B, it is situated in both the triangles AB and BDC. So angle B is the common part here. So angle B is equal to angle B, that is the common part. Okay, now what after this? So now three parts we have got our three parts. So obviously the triangles that are, these triangles are congruent also. Okay, so in one triangle only will decide what is the property that we have used here in this. So we have used here in triangle A B E angle and side. So we have used here angle side. Okay, this is also one rule. In the classrooms we have discussed these rules there. Okay, so we will not face any problem. So we have to just write the rule. We don't have to prove that rule. We have to just write the by which rule it has been proved congruent. So angle side, it has been proved congruent. So triangle AB is congruent to triangle BDC by that rule. So obviously opposite sides are equal. So AE is equal to CD. So we have proved by the help of congruency that AE is equal to CD. Okay, so this is what we had to prove. So understood what we used here? We used here linear pair, then we use congruency. So see, two applications we have used in one question. So it's very essential to learn all the concept of line, angles and triangles, and this congruency also. Then only you are able to solve all the questions. Okay class, thank you for class coming here and watching this video. I hope this will give you a great help, and in the next class we'll learn something new. Till then, all of you take care and study nicely. Be safe at your home. Okay, so take care class. Thank you very much.